Hello friends, myself Sanjay Bhatia. I'm an astrologer. I'm your astro coach for financial market. Today we are going to discuss about US equity market, where we are going to discuss the five important indices that are Dow Jones, Nasdaq 100, SOX, and as well as S&P 500. So these five indices we are giving you a weekly input and as well as monthly inputs. For the monthly guidance, we already had an episode where we had predicted that 5 to 7% downside in the Nasdaq main indices. Whereas the semiconductor indices, SPX, the downside will be more huge, and we are getting those kind of downside on week basis. So this month, for the month of July, we had already predicted through another episode with the Mercury retrogression that till 25th of this month, we are going to have a downside, and the first 2 weeks we had already have seen the downside. And when we talk about last week, where the thumbnail was in front of you rather, where we had predicted that more downside will be there, and you had already seen big downside in the week gone by. Let's recollect the figures. Dow Jones had closed on 52,146 and 0.93% is a negative figure. MTD is 0.33%. So in the first week of this month, Dow Jones was positive. Because of that reason, we are not finding a big downside for the month of July in Dow Jones indices. Although it is a negative figure, and we are going to see around 1 to 2% downside for this month in Dow Jones overall. Now, when we talk about Nasdaq we had already predicted 5 to 7% downside, and the downside for this week is 2.90%, and the figure is the closing figure 25,520. So 2.90% downside in this week itself, and overall MTD it is 2.65%. So you can see in the first week itself, the Nasdaq had already closed on a green figure, but overall, when we talk about 1st to 17th July period, it is 2.65% negative, and our stakes are 5 to 7%. So it means more downside is coming in remaining days of July. Nasdaq 100 closed on 28,592. And the weekly loss is more deep. It is 4.13% downside, and MTD is 5.556. MTD is 5.56. So it means then Nasdaq 100 had closed in red in the first week itself and second week itself. With both the weeks, it has closed in the red. That's why the MTD figure is month till date figure is more down on the downside, 5.56%. Now, when we talk about S&P 500, it is stable. 57457 is the closing figure. Although weekly basis, it has given a negative close, 1.55% negative close. MTD is 0.56. So in all the main indices, Dow Jones is slightly better. Although it is still in the negative territory, and then S&P 500, whereas Nasdaq and Nasdaq 100 has given a good downside. Now, the center of attraction is SOX, the semiconductor indices, closed on 11,674, and the downside is quite steep, 9.97% on the weekly basis. Whereas MTD, it is 18.06%. It is just going into the bear territory. When it closes about 20%, but we believe that today, Monday, we are going to see some rebound in the market. That is, we call it as a relief rally, but overall, the guidance for this month overall is sell from the rise. So this week, our thumbnail will be sell from the rise. The market is right, and it will not go beyond a point. But beyond a point, when we talk about Dow Jones all-time high hit in this month only, 7th of July, it hit 53,289. So in near term, we are not going to see the market to cross 53,289 in Dow Jones. In the remaining days of July. That is our assessment. Nasdaq all-time high is long back on 2nd of June, hit 27,190. Till the time this all-time high is not going to break, our perception is still sell on rise for Nasdaq. Nasdaq 100 all-time high is 30,762, again hit on 2nd of June 2026. So, it is 1.5 months now. Nasdaq or Nasdaq 100 all-time high had not been broken. Otherwise, it was on a weekly basis or a daily basis. All-time high, we are getting a new all-time high on a daily basis rather. Now, when we talk about S&P 500, all-time high 7620, again set on 2nd of June 2026. So 7620, today 7457. So you can see that it is very near but still very far. So I don't see this all-time high for all the major indices gets surpassed in the month of July, the remaining days of the month. Now, when we talk about SOX, all-time high is 14,655, set on 21st of June 2026. So overall, after 21st of June 2026, we are going downwards only, and all the major indices, the heavy profit booking is there. That is there on the global scale also in all the major indices. When we talk about Taiwan indices, then Kospi, the Korean indices, then Shanghai, as well as Nikkei. When we talk about European market, CAC, DEX, FTSE, everywhere we are finding the technology stocks are getting a beating or profit booking is there. So this profit booking will continue now further, but for this week we are going to see some relief rally. We are going to see some relief rally, and my guidance or advice to all of you to use this opportunity to again short the market. To for QQQ you can go for put options, and the market can still slide downwards in this week. But first there will be some relief rally, and this is a good opportunity to short the market from the top. So that is the guidance. But overall, how the days will fare up, what are the astrological combinations, we are going to see just after the break. So kindly stay with us. Friends, before starting today's episode, it is a mandatory clause that we should declare right from the beginning that I am not a registered SEBI financial advisor in India, or not registered in US with US authorities in SEC that to give financial inputs. I am an astrologer, and my all predictions are based on astrological guidance, and this is my own research which I am sharing with you. So kindly take it as for an educational purpose, and you can take your trade based on the guidance and consult your registered financial advisor. Once he will approve it, then you can enter in the trade, because ultimately when you enter into a trade you will be having losses or profit. In both the cases, either profit or loss, it is all yours. It has nothing to do with me and with my channel. So this is our declaration right from the beginning. After this, now we are starting how the planets are faring up for this whole week. When we talk about the week, the main planet for US equity market is the Sun. Sun has entered into Cancer sign, and when it was into 10th house and 11th house of a 9th house rather, 3 months we have seen a big rally when Sun was there in the 9th house, 10th house and 11th house. But now Sun has transited to 12th house of natal horoscope of US. So in that case, Cancer sign, and that's why we are going to see the profit booking, continue to get the profit booking. And Sun in today, early morning around 4 a.m. in the morning, US time, Eastern time, it has entered into Pushya constellation. This is a good constellation. mainly for metal stocks. But overall, for the US equity market, it is a negative thing. But due to this transit, we are going to see some kind of relief rally also. So, but profit booking will be there due to Mercury transit. Mercury is retro and continue to be in the retro position till Friday, 24th, and 24th. I mean to say for US equity market, it will be 23rd rather. Thursday, 4 p.m. in the evening. Mercury will gets direct on Thursday 4 p.m. When the market is just about to close, then it will get direct, and but it will continue to be in the Punarvasu constellation and in a Gemini sign. So that is the trend reversal time where we are going to see a trend reversal. Venus will be in Purva Falguni constellation. This is its own constellation, and in Leo sign, in the ascendant, rising ascendant, it is sitting there with South Node. So this is again okay transit, and when any planet is in own constellation, this is a positive thing. So that is it. Now Mars is again getting transited at 3 p.m. on 23rd. On 23rd, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, 23rd of July Eastern Time, it will from Rohini constellation, it will move to Mrigashira constellation. Mrigashira, its own constellation, Mars, which there it will be more comfortable, and this is again a positive transit. Now the negative transit which is going to happen from 27th of this month, that is Saturn getting retrograde. Saturn is a Marka planet for US horoscope, and it is getting retrograde on Sunday rather. Sunday in the afternoon, 1 p.m. and on 26th, we call it 26th rather for this on Sunday. But this transit will affect more in the next week. But since we have to take some positions like all that, so the positions we can take for next week, it is again on the shorter side. Market will be in deep red on next Monday, 27th of July. The market will be on deep red. Now Jupiter continue in Pushya constellation. North node Rahu will continue its own nakshatra, own constellation, Shatabisha, and South node Ketu will continue in Magha constellation, its own constellation. So North node and South node, they are quite happy, quite strong in their own constellations. Now we are finding Venus also, it's an own constellations. So these are the positive effects of the planets. The planets are supercharged. Now when we talk about Sun is into Cancer sign. Here it is more comfortable than the previous two signs where it was into third aspect of Saturn first in Taurus sign. Then in Gemini it was in the fifth aspect of North node. So now Sun is in Cancer sign and in Pushya constellation, and it is conjunct with Jupiter over there. So this is a healthy sign overall. Now when we talk about the moon transit in this week, on the basis of it we can give a daily prediction. Moon transit into Virgo sign today when the market is going to open. So we are going to see the market open in green, good opening as compared to last week. So this is again an opportunity to short the market. Depend on you are satisfied with Monday upside, because we are going to see more upside on Wednesday also. Tuesday we are finding some profit booking. Tuesday when the moon will transit into Libra sign, we are going to see some kind of profit booking. Wednesday again the market will rise, and as per the planetary movements, but Wednesday will be volatile trade. It will be on both sides. It is not that one-sided trade, it will be on both sides. Thursday will be same like that only, both side trade, whereas Friday we are going to see profit booking again. So overall when we talk about this week, the market is sell on rise. Monday good opening, and then Wednesday good opening, but Wednesday, Thursday it will be on the both sides. Friday it is down, and Tuesday it is down. So Tuesday, Friday, 2 days are big down, rest 2 days are both sides market, and Monday it's all green. So this is the guidance for this week, and I hope you will like the guidance, you will match up. But the thing is, as such, when we talk about the short-term trades which can be managed, so don't take otherwise that we have set for Monday upside, why the market has closed in red in the big evening, or Monday the things are very clear. But when we talk about Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, when the market is on both sides, so anything can happen. The market can go like anything. Sometime it becomes super crazy and go up, because the market can be managed for 1 or 2 days. Overall, we are finding the market will not cross the all-time high which we have said to you, set up on 2nd of June or 21st of June for SOX, or in that matter, the most recent one, Dow Jones, 7th of July. So overall, the market is sell on rise, and you keep shorting the market, and you'll be finding greater rewards. So fine, we are going to end this episode. I hope you are finding my guidance as the correct one. You are finding it is matching with the market trends, and you take this opportunity to decide on which side of the coin you should play the market. So overall, the guidance for this week is 5 to 7% downside in Nasdaq, and 20 to 25% downside in SOX in indices. Rest, then Nasdaq 100 also we are expecting around 8 to 10% downside for this month as a whole. Now, when we talk about Dow Jones and S&P 500, it is 1 to 2% down on the downside only. So this week, this month, we are finding the market will be on the downside. So now, when we'd already spoken about next Monday, big downside is there on 27th. Then we'll be having few more days or remaining in this week, or this month rather. So we meet you again in next weekend, and by that time we believe that market will give you good opportunity and to sell from the rise. Fine, this is it all about from my side. I'm going to give rest to my voice, and thank you very much, and keeping patience to listen my views, and I hope you will get benefited out of it. Thank you very much. Bye. Good day.